My tongue is gonna remember that one from days to come.
Do we still love Tusker House?
Princess and the Bear here. We're at Animal Kingdom Day because it is time to return to the house that feeds everyone. Tusker House.
Tusker House for new menu.
Yes, and when you say the word new, of course, as your number one choice in food infotainment, poof, there we go. So remember, she's vegan. I'm not. I'm gonna try to keep my feet off the table this time.
It's time to foodie and chill.
I heard the girl.
Were a little bit bigger than my stomach when I made this salad. I got all of the toppings that are vegan, and then the only dressing they have, I was hoping the peri-peri sauce was, it's not. The only dressing they have is a coconut-curry vinaigrette, so I'm not excited about the dressing, but I'm excited about pretty much everything else in the salad. Okay, it's actually not as bad as I thought it was, and now I don't regret making a huge AF salad. I'm into it. It tosses my salad. I'm going to give it a 4.5 out of 5 salads. It's pretty good.
Here we have the house-made salad. You have a bunch of fixings to pick from. Heirloom tomatoes, chickpeas, cucumbers, the colorful tomatoes, carrots, and a little bit of the onion, along with this coconut dressing. Just go ahead and dig in and stab all the things. Every buffet at Disney World can learn a lesson from Tusker. If you're going to put tomatoes at the salad bar, they need to be cut. Nobody likes chasing tomatoes around a buffet plate. It's annoying. They roll, they're round or oblong, but either way, cut them in half. The dressing is nice and earthy, but like semi-sweet. You do not feel like you're like licking a leaf, but at the same time, you not feel like you're eating sugar on top of your salad. That's a salad meets salad. When it's all the different ingredients shine through, go nuts on salad, people. You're gonna go to a buffet. I can understand avoiding the bread. And unfortunately with the princess, none of the breads in the bar are vegan anymore. You have a bunch of vegan sauces, but no vegan bread, except for the allergy gluten-free roll, which I do still have. That's a miss. If you have 3 vegan sauces, you should have at least 1 vegan bread. But fill up on salad all day long. It's not as filling as bread, and you'll still have enough room to eat everything else in the bar. I would give this concoction 3.5 out of 5 plus.
Now we have some beautiful couscous with chickpeas inside. I'm kind of excited for this salad. I love a good chickpea and couscous salad. It's got a nice citrusy taste to it. Nice and chilled. I love the way that it's seasoned. It's kind of giving you like masala vibes a little bit. I'm into it. I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5 couscous. This is a really good salad. It tosses my salad.
Hot take, or maybe a cold take. I actually prefer my couscous cold with fruit in it. I mean, it's a cold take. Chickpeas, and I think there's some golden raisins in there. I do that every day. 4 out of 5 plus.
Last salad that I got for now is the lentil salad with some tomatoes. It's a little onion forward. Tomatoes, they're cooked perfectly. I love lentils. Like if I want to snack on something, it's usually lentils. I'm into it. I would give it a 4 out of 5 lentils. It's nice, it's flavorful. Probably add a little bit of pepper to it, but other than that, it's really good.
Lentil salad, because they're gonna lend me some health in my stomach. Well cooked lentils with a hint of citrus. It just hits. You really can't go wrong with lentils. If you've never tried lentils before, you need to. They're easy to cook. They're filling. It makes a good snack all around. I would give that 3.75 out of 5 plus. So we've arrived at Tusker because mainly they're doing a lot of refreshes at the buffet, and we like new things. I will say that the bread station so far is a downgrade because not only is there no vegan breads, it is busy. Like, a level of busy where, like, I don't know what is what up there because the labels look like an unorganized supermarket, and then they have like a nice like chalkboard, which is nice. It's cute. It fits the theme of the restaurant, but it doesn't help me identify which things I'm grabbing. Which, if you have an allergy, could potentially be a problem. So I'm going to work my way through this the best I can. This is their coconut curry roll, which sounds really interesting, but also not vegan. They had a bunch of dips up there, but I just went with one, not confusing myself. This is the Apricot-Raisin Blatjang. The coconut curry is present, but not overpowering. It pairs well with an apricot. Giving you like a nice, light, fluffy roll. Definitely given like African influences, Asian influences. I like it. I would give that 3.5 out of 5 plus. I'm going to guess my way through the rest of this. I believe this is the Honey-Rosemary Roti. It's nice and dense. I'm just going to give this one a solo dolo try. I was correct. You get the taste of the honey, the rosemary. It's not like rosemary heavy, so you're not going to feel like you just tried to snort a jar of rosemary, but it's got an interesting flavor. I think it would probably go well with the chutney they have up there. There's just no room left on the plate. I would give that 3.5 out of 5 points. Here we have I believe this is the curry roti. Definitely the curry roti. It's a little bit thinner, not as thick as the honey rosemary one. Nice curry flavor, not like overpowering, but you're definitely getting like a very mild curry flavor. As the princess would say, this gives good bread. I would give it 3.25 out of 5 plus. So here we have the regular naan bread. So if you just want to go straight for some classic naan, you do have that. Also not vegan. Hurting me. I know that they can make vegan naan. We've had it in these parts before. I don't know why they're moving away from like plant-based compliant bread service. Maybe it's easier, maybe the ingredients harder to source. Either way, it breaks my heart because the princess would devour all these breads if they were vegan. That is definitely giving quality stone baked naan. I love that. It's a 4 out of 5 claws. I'm not gonna go wrong with bread here. How are you? Running the shop today? Having fun? Glad to hear it. You're gonna keep an eye on everything? Yeah.
I am finally reunited with Painted Wolf the Den inside of a restaurant, only at Tusker House. I'm here for it. I'm excited about it. Cheers. Tastes like I'm saving wolves with a nice bold wine. I love it. It's a 5 out of 5. It is a princessities item. If you're gonna drink wine, save wolves while you do it.
I went with an African margarita because it's the month of getting in touch with my roots. It was Juneteenth this month. I've been wearing this all month. It's Emancipation Holiday and Pride Month at the same time. I can celebrate both. I can multitask. So why not an African margarita? I did something wrong. Makes me want to sing as with broken chains. I love it. It's a nice balance. It's given a margarita. It's got a nice little touch to it. A little sweeter than I like, but it will do nicely. I would give that 3.75 out of 5 plus. We do all the work around here, Donald. Hardest work in here.
You know who the boss is. You're not Mickey Mouse. Oh, it's definitely you.
No worries. Don't tell them who said that.
This is the new South African spiced cauliflower curry. And there's a lot of potato in it for some reason. Cheers. This is the replacement for the bunny chow. And it tastes very much like the bunny chow. Just not as like chopped up. I think it'll be really good with some jasmine rice. Considering that all the bunny chow is left Disney World, I'm pretty sad about that, but I would give this a 3.75 out of 5 cauliflowers. It's not bad.
We like new, and I'm a sucker for anything curry flavored. If the princess allowed me, I'd probably eat curry most of the week with no complaints. A little bit of curry, whatever, and some rice. I'm a happy bear. Makes me think I was born in the wrong food culture. Luckily, I can eat it all here. I love how they nail curry here. It's got a hint of the spice. It's not like horribly spicy. I'd give it like 1.5 out of 10 on the heat scale. It's a nice, consistently covered curry. You get some curries where like they don't mix it or cook it in well enough. And you get spots of like the food without curry. Not in this. If you ever wanted to try curry and like stretch your food palate a little bit, I always think that Tusker House is a good place for people looking to expand their foodie horizons. The buffet here still has some of the most unique items you'll find across any buffet all across Walt Disney World. That curry is delicious with like 3 C's, like an H in there somewhere because I can't spell. Give that 4.5 out of 5 balls.
Now we have a very fluffy Israeli couscous. It just melts on the fork like butter. The consistency is unlike any couscous I've ever had.
It's fresh out of the fryer, so
it's very, very creamy. I don't know how I feel about this. It almost feels like it's an overcooked couscous. I'm gonna give it a 2 out of 5 couscous. Not my jam.
They keep giving us varying types of couscous here. I'm gonna start calling this Tusker House and start calling it Couscous House. Now, if you gave us an all couscous buffet, I might be on that. I love how creamy and soft they make it without being vegan. Your desired consistency of like Israeli couscous or Pearl couscous, is what this called, may vary. Sometimes I like it like in the where I can actually feel the shape. Sometimes I don't. This has got a nice flavor to it, though. I feel like it's missing a little something. I'll give this 2.75 out of 5 points.
Favorite rice at Walt Disney World is still here, alive and kicking. Cheers to good rice. It's a little bit dry, like it's been sitting out for a while. It definitely has, but it's still been soaked and cooked perfectly. So, can't hate on it. I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5 rices. I just wish it wasn't so charry. Not charry, just like dry. Like how rice gets when it's been sitting out for a while, just kind of dry as it gets hard.
We're never saying no to good rice. Jasmine rice, maybe like in the top 3 best rices in the world. I'm sure that some of you would disagree with me, but you're welcome to be wrong and debate us in the comments. If we are wrong, leave your favorite rice in the comments. Floral, delicious, 4 out of 5 points. So I got the last remaining salad on the bar, the only salad up there that's not vegan, the one the princess can have, a carrot salad. It reminds me of the carrot slaw that one of my friends from the Virgin Islands makes that I can't get enough of. But this is carrots, olives, some mandarin oranges, golden raisins. I'm curious if they're like honey golden raisins. That's probably the one thing in here that make it not vegan. But there's definitely no meat in here, so interesting. I do not like that. Carrot and orange. I've had smoothies before. There's something about the carrot, the orange, and the raisin. And I can even get a little bit of that olive taste in there. It's like getting road rash in your taste buds. I do not like. 1.5 out of 5 points. Now, I usually skip over the gift station in most places unless they have something unique that I haven't tried. Chef Mickey, for instance, usually has a wonderful like baked chicken that I never skip. So I decided here I'd give them a try. It's a standard kid station. They have like the normal things, mac and cheese, all that. They have potatoes. like just cube potatoes, which weirdly enough are not vegan. However, if you ask nicely, trust the nicely part, the chefs may make you a vegan portion of those potatoes. They're nice, crispy. They do taste slightly buttered, which probably the reason they're not vegan, but they're good potatoes. I give it 3.5 out of 5 claws.
We asked nicely, and we got some potatoes. Some have been consumed already, but I'm just gonna take a couple here. Here we go. Cheers. Salty, fresh, tasty. This is the way. Just ask for some potatoes. They're tasty. I would give them a 4.75 out of 5 potatoes. They're amazing. You can mix them with some sauces and like just go to town.
Then you have a meatball. Just a meatball. No special African spices, no fancy seasonings. It's just a meatball, apparently.
You can put sauce on it.
You can. And they provide one sauce, barbecue. For what it is, it's a good meatball. Crispy outside, nice juicy inside, not greasy. I cannot complain. 3.5 out of 5 claws. Now, I know some of you, and I'm not hating on you, because I have friends that do the same, are Disney chicken tender people. You will never, ever pass up a Disney chicken tender. And you know what? I appreciate your dedication to a bit. There's other food at Disney, but if you want chicken tenders, they definitely have them at the kids station here at Tusker. And they have plenty of barbecue sauce. Nice white meat, crispy outside, give her a dip. Now, I'm your own. I went through a phase of my own chicken tender addiction. However, I like my chicken tendies with honey mustard, not barbecue. Crust is perfect. Inside's nice and juicy, not dry. Sauce complements it well. 3 out of 5 claws.
With some beautiful pigeon peas in here. I love the way the rice looks. Cheers. Now this replaces the jollof rice. And the good thing about it is there's no alt meats in it like the jollof rice. I quite like it. I think it's tasty. I would give it a 4 out of 5 rices. It's nice.
We have pigeon peas. Nice different colors. Goofy's come to hang out. You want to play? Are we free to make you play Goofy? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, this one. Pigeon peas and rice. I don't really know what a pigeon pea is. It has pea in it, so I'm assuming I'm not going to like it. I was wrong. I like it. As a jollof rice replacement, it's not terrible. It's a tad salty, but it's got a good flavor, good punch. I like it. It's good rice. Rice here is usually a safe bet. I give it 4 out of 5 claws.
This is my last savory thing for the vegans, a spicy broccoli. Is it spicy? Yeah, it's like a 2 out of 10 on the heat scale. Is it salty? Oh good God, is it salty. So salty. Way too salty. Too salty for me. I'm definitely not going to eat any more of this. I'm going to give it a 1 out of 5 broccoli. It's not good.
All the best vegetables are shaped like trees, and I will die on that hill. It's an interesting flavor, this spiced broccoli, because it's not really spicy. It's just spiced. And I think whatever spice mix they use is a little heavy on the salt. It's given like, I just boiled these in the Atlantic. Like the worst kind of way. 2.5 out of 5 claws. Black eyed peas have survived. However, they are no longer vegan. They're now a red stewed black eyed peas. I don't see no meat. There's something in here that's obviously not vegan. Stewed cooked well, tomato base, punchy of the African spices. Ooh, spice kicking up a bit. Like a 3.5 out of 10 on heat scale. I like that. Spicy black eyed peas. I should try that at home. 4 out of 5 flaws. I really feel like this buffet has become very olive and chickpea heavy. I'm not complaining about the chickpeas, but you can just dial it back a bit on the olives. We have the beef Tangerine. Nice and stewed. I got the literal bottom of the pot, but I got some nice big pieces of beef. Now, if you do want a vegan Tangerine, you can get one at Spice Road Table in Epcot. Pick them out, the most roasty of the roast beef you've ever had. It's literally just falling apart in your mouth like Listerine strip, but like actually tasty. 4.25 out of 5 stars. Here we have the mealy pop. This is their shrimp item on the buffet. Nice stewed shrimp cooked down in this green mealy pop sauce. Shrimplicious. Tail off, okay? Tail off. I know the tail on, tail off is an age-old debate. I'm paying for food. I don't want to pull the tails off my own food. Perfectly cooked shrimp. The sauce is good. A little spicy, a little kick. Like a 2 out of 10 on the heat scale. This might not be the buffet for you if you are sensitive to spice. Me, I'm a spice head. It's not really going to affect me much, but the cumulative effect of all that spice, you may start to sweat by the end of this buffet. I would give the mealy pap 3.75 out of 5 stars. I was able to secure some of the chicken curry, and you can't have curry without rice. I got the same Jasmine rice the princess got, so that I can use that to consume my curry. Need a complete flava. Maybe. Maybe not. This is going to have to do. Now that is chicken. Tender, tasty. The curry is soaked all the way through chicken. It's just like a tasty curry meat sack. Not the most appealing description in the world, but it just dissolves in your mouth. As good, well-stewed chicken should. 4.75 out of 5 claws. If I didn't have a whole bunch of other things to eat on this buffet, I could pile this plate high with this and be perfectly happy. Plantains. All of my hard work has been rewarded with honey roasted plantains. Look at that color. How golden that looks. That's a proper plantain. Delicious, soft, a little char to it. That is a 5 out of 5 claws. That's my favorite thing on the buffet so far. So here we have the rotisserie pork. It appears the carving station has changed here with the new menu at Tusker House. The carving station is no longer a carving station. They do sell carved meat, but it's all displayed in like stew pots. This is like rotisserie in a beautiful display, but they don't carve it to like lay on your plate anymore. They carve it, put it in a display, then you pick it up. I'm still getting carved, but I think the benefit is there are more items now, not just like a 2-item carving station. That crust on this pork is wonderful. Tons of seasoning, nice punch. And it is seasoned and juicy all the way through. They have some other like pictures, like some radishes and some little like peppers in there as well to give it like a nice little kick. That's some good pork. Give that 4.5 out of 5 stars. I make jokes about the meatball being plain and boring, but they actually do still have the African spice meatball. It's just sitting on a carving station now instead of where it used to sit. Look at that. Nice, cooked all the way through in this tomato-based African spice sauce. That is definitely the meatball you're looking for. Now, they do also, oddly enough, even though they have it at the bread station, they have a big basket of naan with a little display. They mean for you to eat this meatball on top of naan. They even show you how to like put it on there in the display. But obviously I've had a bunch of naan. I have a bunch of other things to eat, so no naan for me. I'm just doing meatball solo. That is a 4.75 out of 5 stars. My tongue is gonna remember that one from days to come. Now, as a nice surprise, something that I didn't see here previously, is this brand new beef and lamb shawarma, shaved in a little triangle instead of like shaved thin like you would see like in a shawarma joint. But it's interesting because beef and lamb is not a combination I was expecting, especially here. Look at that. You know, it tastes like shawarma ought to taste. I'm missing some bread, probably a sauce, but other than that, it is delicious. I would give that 4.25 out of 5.
Is it better than the Avengers Campus shawarma?
I would say yes, it is better than the Avengers Campus shawarma. So I have reached the end of the anti-carving station. I think I kind of like the new setup because I can just really like pick and I don't have to wait for somebody to come back to the carving station and give me what I need. And there's like an abundance of things instead of like, because the carving station normally slows the buffet down. There's a line and then you're waiting for like a good cut to come out. Then you just pick and choose what you want. The surprise for me though, salmon is a normal part of any Disney buffet. It's usually one of the worst parts. However, this time they gave me charmoula salmon. And charmoula is one of my new sauces I'm addicted to. Anytime I can make it at the house, fresh, addicted. So I put a ridiculously healthy portion of that sauce on top here. I'm just gonna take one massive charmoula spiced bite. Maybe. There we go. Salmon is well seasoned, perfectly. Flakes apart in the mouth. The charmoula is the perfect merriment to that. It's a nice, savory, herby all the way through, and I approve. Easily by far the best Disney buffet salmon I've ever had. That's a 5 out of 5 claws. Get all of this and do not skip on the charmoula. Don't do it. Wouldn't be a buffet at Disney without a roast chicken. The difference this time is it's tandoori chicken. And I do love me some tandoori seasoning. Nice, well-cooked chicken. Color. Look at it. It leans towards the dry, not completely dry. It's still got a nice flavor to it. It's probably the weakest part of the carving station, but I think it's still a solid option. I'll give it 3 out of 5 claws.
Looking fabulous, Daisy. Beautiful. Loving that sassy, looking like fire. Yes, girl. Yes. The little chocolate mousse cake. This is what you can get on the line. It's so cute and adorable. I'm here for it. Cheers. in a bite. That is a 5 out of 5. That is a princess's item. Eat many of those.
There were these mini vegan chocolate mousses. They're like little mini upside down cakes. Cute. It's almost like a chocolate gusher. It reminds out of the gutter, but it's tasty. 4.25 out of 5 plus.
Now we have a Partake chocolate chip cookie. Cheers. It's a little dry and not my jam. I would give it like a 2 out of 5 cookies. Not my favorite. Just stick with the mousse dough.
I wanted to say, since Partake replaced Enjoy Life, because Enjoy Life got out of the cookie game, there's been a serious downgrade. I have yet to find one of these cookies that I actually enjoy. Because it's not Enjoy Life. So I'm not partaking of the joy. It's like chocolate sand. I don't love it. 2 out of 5 plus.
Now this looks like either a peanut butter or a snickerdoodle cookie. I think it's actually gingerbread. It's probably the better one of the two. I'd love to put a mousse cake on one of these cookies. Those two together would be fire. I would give this a 4 out of 5 cookies. It's a sweet treat.
The cookie formerly known as gingerbread. That's what I'm calling this. 2 out of 5 plus. I would say the Tusker goes overboard on desserts, but people like their desserts. Now the one tip that I'd give you, that if you're a dessert person, skip the tiny plates they give you at the dessert station, go back to the entree station, grab a big plate, and just get everything all in one trip. No multiple trips. Believe me, I just saw a lady stack like 15 of these like butterfly cupcakes in one plate and take off. She's doing things the right way. Here is the Bumblebee tart. I have no idea what's in it. Hopefully it's something that won't kill me. No cheesecake, I hope. I don't know how I'm gonna eat this. I don't want that big a bite. There we go. It's a flavored mousse and chocolate. And with some bumblebee colors on it. It's okay. 2.75 out of 5. Now this colorful thing here is the sunflower mousse. Now it is partially destroyed because they are very sticky, and bits of them were sticking to the tongs that made these very, very, very hard to pick up. Bit of that sunflower, giving me Into the Spider-Verse vibes. It's a thick mousse. It's almost the consistency of melted cookie dough. Interesting. 3 out of 5 plus. Here we have the pineapple tart. They're going all in on the tarts, this buffet. It is in fact pineapple, and it is in fact the tart. It's a very strong pineapple taste, like in a mousse form. I love pineapple, but I'm not really in love with that one. 2.5 out of 5 plus. This little whatchamadingle hopper here is a s'mores bite. These appear to be a favorite because these are going fast. Very fast on the dessert bar. Chocolate and mallow. I feel like it's missing a little bit of graham cracker. 2.5 out of 5 plus. Here we have a butterfly cupcake, a cute little celebration buffet style cupcake, but with a little cute butterfly on the top of it. I'm gonna do this one princess style. We're gonna rip off the base, put it on top of the cupcake cake. Nice and fluffy. No butterflies or harm in eating of that cupcake. 3 out of 5 plus. Next up, we have a Fab 5 Friends brownie. Got a nice thick brownie with a sunflower, some icing grass, and then a little medallion with the Fab 5 on it. Sort of.
Can't really see it.
That is a dense, dry brownie. Almost like glue. 3 out of 5 plus. Here we have a regular sugar cookie with some like little medallions on top. I can't tell if they're just supposed to be colorful or they used to be Mickey's. Either way, they're headed to the same place. Standard sugar cookie, but I think I've gotten better ones from Publix. 3 out of 5 plus. Last up, we have the chocolate zebra cookie. Whereas most buffets have the zebra dome, at Tusker they're going with the cookie. Is it black stripes or white stripes? Balanced chocolate. The cookie can be a little bit softer, but it's okay. I would give it 3 out of 5. Tusker is still the king of buffets.
Yes.
The new items marry well with the buffet. You can rest assured that it has not decreased in quality.
I agree.
If there's anything else you'd like to see us do, the comments will always be the place to find us. Hit the notification bell if you want to see other videos like this, and
We have new videos 5 days a week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday.
we'll see you soon.
Be sure to subscribe and like this video. And if you don't comment, Bear might yeet himself into the Lion King show and never go around Animal Kingdom again.
I work for them now. But you heard the girl.